feel like trying to play this again. Off stream this time. I might play something else today too. We'll see. But last time I got a pretty good story with this. Let's see. Oh yes. I love that you said that 4 tricks ago. Ah, you start with 10,000. You're done. Yes. Good. Now, how do you do it? Door cats. I'm sorry. Sorry, just by failing, I said offend you. Big colorful dragon. That's every dragon in the world to you once. I don't know how to answer that. I'll go with standard board cash. Interim in. First thing I ever heard. Look at that. What happens if I take it? I've got a few bottoms bags. They should fit nicely into several large sacks. Maybe I'll find something to trade before along the way. 500 million gold. This is not. But learning new things is for worklings. Gods are the best. You get to look down on all creation and allow it to revel in your majesty. And it's not only humans, it's it's loud enough to cause a rock slide. I should probably yell at someone to be quiet. That's not counterproductive at all. What do you think you're doing? Oh, hey, Cash. What are you doing out here? A quest, apparently. How many times have I told you to keep it down? Well, we know how much you hate it when we wake you up with karaoke, so we moved a few miles away from your cave. But we're... Oh, now I feel quite foolish. I still blame you, though. Why? No logical reason. I'm just grumpy. It's no big deal, man. Want to join us? It's quite a singing back in the time, but it's been a few centuries. Maybe you're wise to learn an instrument. Then you won't have to worry about feeding your minstrel. Humans eat. Last I checked. But hey, things change. Man, that's probably what happened to the last ones. I'll do the song, then you feed him some food. Minstrel, do you know A Blaze in the Sky? Yes, can I have food first? Now, that wasn't the agreement. Last one was randomly a 1. Oh, now I feel bad about my own sin. Thank you. I haven't sung since. Well, in either case, it's been a long time. It's food. Ah. Bah? I suggest unchain. He could play better if he's free to move about. That's a good point. Good luck on your quest. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Ugh. What's this? Cart, how long has this been here? About 2 hours. Oh, the question was rhetorical, but thanks for the information. Is this where it belongs? No, I was trying to get to town, but the wheel got stuck. I went through the mountains to avoid the bandits. Sounds like nature just hates you. Sometimes it feels that way. Want to help me get unstuck and on my way? Sure. Not a problem, just move with a quick lift. I feel both relieved and impotent in record time. Where are you headed, dragon? Intern, need to stop at the Inwardly Inn. Inwardly Inn, eh? As it happens, I'm setting up shop next to it. If you don't mind, I'd like to come with you. Town's only a short ways away. Why not? What's your name? Laszlo. Laszlo. Your name is unusual for this area. Are you from the desert to the east? Yes, I'm a merchant. Travel with me on the condition that you don't try to sell me it. Good deal. Then let's go. There it is. The house in the background? No, that's the next lot over. Oh, this pile of nothing then? Yep, that's where I'm setting up shop. I assumed there would be a building. You humans seem to love those. They haven't made yet. I contracted some workers to get it started in the next few days. Anyway, thank you so much for helping me get here safely. How much to pay you? Would you like anything? I have gold, and while dragons do love gold, I doubt you have enough to be able to be, noteworthy. I don't need anything. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. It means a lot to me that you'd help me for nothing. Let me take you around town a bit. I've already mentioned there's not much to see here, and there won't be for at least another week. Gosh, what a desolate wasteland of a settlement. I can count the number of buildings on my claws. If the inn is like the others I've been to, there's some time to kill before the owner will be there. You know anything fun to do in town? I came here because I'll be the only shop in town. What you see is what you get. Nothing? Precisely. Yes, my options are pretty limited. Child with book, huh? That wormling over there is old enough to talk, correct? Yes. I guess it'd be 9 years old. Okay, and I thought I was bad at guessing it. She can't be a year under 60, but that should be old enough. What are you reading? Ah, a dragon! Don't worry about him. He's actually quite nice. And who are you? I'm the merchant that just moved into town. Eek! Salesman! Well, that hasn't happened in a while. I'm sure you'll do well here. I don't know you well enough to tell if that was sarcasm. Pity. Well, let's go to the tavern. Thought you needed to waste some time. My dear fellow, if you thought that interaction was anything other than a waste of time, I have no words for you. What a ramshackle hovel. Well, at least my competition isn't well funded. You can barely fit me inside the door. Ugh, this could be annoying. Let me do most of the talking. Fine by me. I may take care of my own business. Excuse me, drink peddler, is the owner of the tavern here. We here at Inwardly Inn of Inrun take pride in indiscriminate assistance, but we don't abide insults. Pardon? We're an inn, not a tavern. And do they pay you more to use the word inn in as many words as possible? Indubitably. And the owner? She isn't in the Inwardly Inn until 10. Now you're just cheating. Indeed. You have any food I can eat while I'm waiting? depends on if you want any nutritional value from your food. I generally prefer it. And no, we don't have any food in our inn. No, everyone is so. Is that why everyone's so emaciated? Probably. I'll just hang around and talk to someone less intolerable until then. Thank you. Roll wizard of the drunkard. Edgelord bard. A bard. You look god enough to be worshipped by lesser beings. Are you a bard? I am, quaint old one. Yet you are not playing your instrument, nor seducing anyone. I know, I'm a disgrace. I've known in the past for self-aggrandizing braggarts. Why do you not follow in their footsteps? I've got writer's block. Is that terminal? In my case, yes. Tragic. The song isn't done by tonight. My tutor will flay the very skin from my bones and gouge out my eyes to feed them to his beast of a dog. You're quite dramatic. Bard. Right, I almost forgot. I'll finish my bit of sport, Dash. Who's your friend? I've lost the voice of my muse. I cannot compose without her heavenly influence, and without my guiding light, all is darkness and despair. You say you lost your muse. What is she? A feeling, divine whisper on the breath which inspires me. So nothing at all then, just a feeling? I see you've never had a sublime impression of divinity flow through your mind. I pity you. I'm not the one about to be flayed unless your imaginary friend comes back. Don't you have anything else to do? Too true. I'll waste my own time, thank you. Should I? It's been a while, but I've written a few songs in the past. Really? Can you help me? Sure. This is my second language, though, so metaphors may not make sense. I'll take anything. The song is about unrequited love. Well, of course it is. Quiet, you. I just need to fill in a few blanks. It's quite short. So the first line is, with wings of blank and a heart of stone. With wings of yummy meat. Wings of bad writing. Osmius. Is Osmius a real word, or is it a name? I feel that it's a word. Well, Google tries to autocorrect to osmium, which is an ore, but I knew that. Well, you said that you liked, or your muse, as it were, was divine, so you'd like an angel. You blank, you walk past. You pull out my big tooth. You know lyrics are hard. You taste all of my despair. About unrequited love. Well, it's going that way anyway, but still. This is very dragony. Can't you kiss a frog? Can't you quit walking? Can't you heal me? Songs are hard. Well, why not? I am done. Mend my soul. This feeling is just too... not sexy. Much like lunch. No more sleep. With something like this. I'm gonna stop you right there. I don't really care enough about your problem to listen to the song. Oh, okay, then I'll just... yeah, I'll get it right now. Also, the owner is here. I must take my leave. Thank you for your help. Sure. You are the proprietor here, I guess? Yeah, what can I get for you? Justice! We don't serve that around here. I noticed. There's also an establishment that directed patrons to kill me for stealing the king's crown. Maybe we shouldn't go grave robbing. First, he's not going to be using it anyways, so get off my back. Second, I didn't do it. Must have been another dragon. Another dragon, but the quest describes you so perfectly. Why does everyone say that? It's so vague it describes every dragon. Oh, wow, alright. Getting a bit of self-racism in there, Mr. All Dragons Look the Same. Dragons are a species, not a race, thank you. And this is the equivalent of me saying human, has around 2 legs and 2 arms, probably a face too, their skin has a color. You're talking about my uncle, aren't you? I want you to take down the quest. By contract, I can only do that when the quest is completed, recalled, or a year has passed. I didn't do it. That sounds like a personal problem. Look, what's your name? Bertholtruga. Ew. Bertholtruga. I spelled rutabaga wrong. Hold on. Must spell rutabaga right. Ah, I was close. Rutabaga. Wow. It is not spelled like I would picture it. Rutabaga. Okay, rutabaga. I'm just gonna call you Rutabaga. Rutabaga, a person going to kill me in my own cave. How would you feel if someone came to your cave to kill you? Where do you think I live in a cave? Your name was Bertholtruga. I could see your point. It would be awful. But I can't just take it down. Maybe you don't have to, Rutabaga. The skill choose where the quest board is. No. Then why not put it in a special section? The bottom of a chamber bottom. Ah, some malicious compliance. I can get behind that. Rutabaga, you are a treasure. I don't want to advertise the quest anymore, but the guild sends them to dozens of villas. Unless you want to go to them one by one, you need to head to the guild headquarters. You may have to go somewhere else. Unless you enjoy vagrant adventure visits, yes. I knew it was too easy. The guild headquarters is in the capital. Do you know the way? No. I can lead the dragon there. I have a map. Alright, good. A ship crosses the lake a few hours north of here. You can either take that, or you can go around to the plains. So far, Laszlo has been good at being company. So, sure. Okay, so how do we get there? What? She just told you how to get there. What are you listening? Not at all. The ship crosses Lake North of here. You take that, or go around to the plains. A choice. So rarely have those. What do you think we should do? I'd prefer the boat. It is a possible trade route for me to look into. I see. Let's take the ship. It's less walk. Can you fit in a ship? Magic solves every problem. In my experience, it causes more problems than it solves. But let's give you some new experiences. We'll get out of town and start journeying in the morning. Sleeping outside of town? I refuse to sleep in the cesspool. I'm standing right here. Fair enough, let's go. Mention you have a map. How long will the journey be? We'll leave in the morning and is scheduled to reach the harbor a bit past midnight. After that, we walk for a day and reach the capital the morning after. Well, I suppose that'll have to do. What with how my wings ache right now. 2 days on the proverbial road and 1 in the capital then. Are you prepared for our journey? I've secured my belongings and have enough food and clothing. What about you? I've heard the dragons have hoards of treasure. Humans do too. We're just better at keeping ours. But why have it? What do you do with your hoard? Normal stuff. Spend it, get some more, sleep on it, admire it. Just like you. You sleep on treasure? Wait, you don't sleep on treasure? Of course not. I like to sleep on a mattress. Interesting. What's that? A collection of soft things sewn together so that you sleep on. Ah, there's the problem. It's sewn. If I were to try and sleep on it, it would rip at the smallest movement. Scales are a problem sometimes. Besides, gold is soft enough on its own. Do the coins ever get bent under your weight? No, too many coins, but they can get stuck sometimes. Stuck? Sure, they wedge themselves between our scales. A long time ago, lots of humans thought the dragons shed gold or like some kind of lucrative dandruff. If I were to stretch particularly hard, I'd get a clawful. Watch. Ugh, forgot I had that muscle. Ow, ow, ow. I have to stop, I'm getting lightheaded. That'd be 200 gold on the ground. I'm surprised there's not more. I haven't stretched like that in years. Can I keep it? Ew, gross now. Gotta wash it. Then, no, I'm still keeping it. Use your pocket gold for a bit of softness. Have boats always been this small? It's actually quite sizable. Who is in charge of this vessel? That would be me. We require passage. Do you have tickets? Explain. Tickets, commonly purchased with gold, are given to a boat representative in exchange for passage. Can we use your stretching gold? For last time, no. I need to wash it and use it for softness. Make you a deal, boat lord. I will defend your ship if it is attacked by seafaring ne'er-do-wells in exchange for our passage. Deal. Pirates infest this lake. What? Change your mind. I'd rather pay you. Sorry, the captain's code has rules against take backsies. The lake is so small, how can it sustain an ecosystem of piracy? Next time we capture it, I'll be sure to ask for you. I wish to recall my statement about this as a viable trade route. Also, can you fit on the ship? Of course I can. I mean, I'll stand still the entire trip so it doesn't capsize, but other than that, yeah. That's how I prove the sun is just an illusion to those who think that the real are heretics. Ah, I never thought of it that way. We've time to discover these things when you're over 5,000 years old. I have so many questions. Do you not have any work to do? Me? No, I'm the lookout. Thought you were supposed to be high up so you could see oncoming threats. I was, but last time the pirates raided us, they took the crow's nest. You didn't fight them off? No, they took the weapons right before that. Maybe the issue is the sailors, not the pirates. How many times have you been raided? 11, I think. Hey, Eric! Yeah? You were raided 7 times, right? 8. You were on vacation 2 raids ago. Oh no, why'd they take that time? The rudder. Ah, shame. Probably didn't was running away, huh? Just so. Thanks, Eric. No problem. Maybe I should set up a business raiding the raiders. What's your plan should they arrive? You'll say outrun them, but that'll be hard without a rudder. I'll ask Captain. How sad is it that this isn't the worst ship I've been on? I shudder to think what your other experience was. Well, flotation was barely discovered at the time. I can't blame them too much. So what else do you think they're missing from the ship? If they ever had fire barrels, they're long gone. An errant cow could destroy the ship. Actually, I've been thinking about weaponizing cows. I'll take one home and fly high above the target, then drop it on them. I'd say a rock would be easier. I mean, yeah, but then I'd have to think of a new title. What utter destruction. Have you ever had children? I have. How on earth did you glean that from my catapult idea? Strange human traditions. Alright, the captain told me the plan. Before he tells the plan, we'd like to know one thing. Have you ever encountered some sort of sea cow in this area? We barely survived the last encounter with the dreaded sea cow. It charged us so fast, we would have needed a rudder to escape. And that encounter makes so much more sense now that I learned about the raid I missed. Would you like to hear the plan? Yeah, absolutely. We're going to try and pray them away. Oh. Suppose you've already tried insulting them, using harsh words? We did indeed. It upset them greatly, but that only made them attack us harder. This way, we'll get pity points if nothing else. And you hope this will work. See, here's the brilliant part. Captain got the whole long list of gods. He'll shout out each one's name, and one of his titles at us, and then we'll pray to that god. If it doesn't seem working, we'll just move on to the next god. I'm sure that at least one of them will respond favorably. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much will you rely on me? 10. Oh, speak the respect of religious devil. I think I see a partnership. Do you? I just see a mess of droplets. Glasses are the worst. I see them. Captain, pirates on the port side. Men, assume praying positions. The first god we'll besiege is Diutha, goddess of safe voyages and fair weather, worshipped by chanting, "Move, move, move!" Leslie, will you be so kind as to wipe my glasses clean? If I move my arms too much, this ship will tip over. I'm going to die. I'm going to die surrounded by the worst sailors in the world on a floating log they can't steer. I'll take care of it. Just clean the glasses, please. Right. Yes, of course. The gods have saved us. Unless the gods is a pseudonym for Borkash, then I disagree. What do you mean? We worship that god? Then the pirates were defeated. Open and shut case in my book. But thank you for delaying them till the gods took notice. I give you a gold star. They took all my gold stars 3 raids ago. 3 cheers for the dragon whose name I can't remember. Hooray! 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 I'd be less inclined to incinerate you if you also gave me some of the treasure they were going to steal. Well, I guess we could give you some. Alright, I'll stop complaining. Thank you for riding with us. I hope you had a good time. I will never send claw aboard your boat again. Yes, we get that a lot. Fun, you two. It might have been the most miserable experience of my life. If it's any consolation, they'll be dead soon. That does make me feel a bit better. This town is nice. It's far bigger than the village road. I'll check it around, but we should camp soon. I'll look around for them. Maybe there's something we... Did you say something we need? I did, spying human. Wonderful. You'll find that we have all some things that you may need. Let me see your wares. I do like monocle. I got the clone. No. Seriously? I'll put a price on love. Is it worth it? Try this time. But wait, really? I mean, here you go. Thank you. How did... Where did he go? Anyways, I guess we're done here. We disagree that today never happened. Hard to learn that way. What did we do wrong? We trusted them. We got on their boat. We put our fate in someone else's hands. We did. I, for one, will enjoy telling the story. It's not every day you find people that blindingly inept. The sailors, the pirates, or us. All of the above. I feel like I should make a toast to learning, but we have nothing to drink. When this is all over, let's do it at the capital. Speaking of the capital, I need to get your opinion on a few ideas. As long as you don't try to sell anything to me. Oh, the ideas will sell themselves. And why ask me about them all if they're already that good? They're wonderful inventions for humans, but I need to get an opinion from a non-human to see how well they'll play in a cross-species market. Sure, go for it. Nork. Sorry, this is fantasy, not sci-fi. No, it's a knife fork. I figured it must be viable since sporks are all the rage. Are they, though? This way, you can cut your food 3 times as fast and don't even need to switch utensils. As an inferior species, aren't you vulnerable to non-magical weapons? I suppose. As I thought, I've observed forks from a distance. That sounds incredibly dull. I have the time. Regardless, you tend to close your lips on the fork and slide it out. Wouldn't that cut you? Maybe. Furthermore, knives need some length to draw across and slice an object. Fork tongs are too short to fill that role. We can make them longer, making it more unwieldy and more dangerous. I'll put it under moderate interest. How does a cactus chair sound? Like you're smashing nouns together without regard for the outcome. I've got dozens of ideas, like surely at least one of them will be successful. Going with the broken clock approach. Bold. So what sort of colorful characters or events do you think we'll run into today? My money is on court jesters. Nice. I'll give you odds on that one. I'll give you good odds on that one. Stop, Baldragon. You know, if I had gold for every time someone told me that, I could afford a decent meal. Not that many people are that dumb. Oh, you've never met us before. Huh, pay up. What? Oh, nothing. Just another darker bastard species has sunken too, and I just lost a bet. We're in desperate need of riches untold, riches that have been promised to ones who slay and take back the crown. Does no one understand that quest describes every dragon? Oh, kind of does. That does explain the other 3 dragons we stopped thus far. Wait, you've slain 3 dragons thus far? Oh no, we got a trash can. So badly. But we've been refining our strategy, plotting for this very moment. Come forth, Kel. The time is now! Kel? Yeah. Really, we spent so long planning this. Why does he always flake out at the last second? To be fair, he may have flaked out days ago. We've been setting this ambush up for a week. But the one time we need a guy with a sword twice as big as himself, he bails? That sounds terribly impractical. We've told him. It has been determined that he must fall on his opponent to use it right. That's why we stopped you next to this cliff. So you did. But even if he succeeds, won't he break his legs in the best of circumstances? Maybe. It'd be so sick. Agreed, femurs sticking out all tend to be quite nauseating. This is the bus too, then. Do you really have to go through the trouble of getting mauled by a dragon again? It's worth a try for untold riches. Actually, that quest will be rescinded in a day or so. Maybe this is our retirement plan. We've learned to read just for this. It's posted in error, and I'm going to get it taken down. Oh great, when we finally get the right dragon, someone doesn't bring death from above. Would you move aside for a second? Sure? Let me tell you an adventure or something. Yes. Ah, glad you could join us. Take a seat. I can't stand. Taking a seat should be easy then. Clear you youths are in need of some learning. Learning is preferable to mauling. Speak for yourself. It isn't unheard of for groups of heroes to defeat a dragon. Not myself, obviously. Dragons commonly have gems and gold embedded into their scales. I myself have one with 10 times the value of this whole kingdom. Problem is, you don't strike me as heroes, more delinquents? Hoodlums? My legs! Literally all those fit better than heroes. Aw, I want to use my thesaurus more. And why didn't you mention you had one before? A dinosaur would have been really helpful in fighting the first 3 dragons. He doesn't have access to anything sharp, does he? Oh, he doesn't have access to anything sharp, does he? No. His gears are made of cardboard. You take us for fools? Do you really want me to answer that question? I may not live long enough to teach you what you need to know. Wait, don't dragons live? Yes, that's a joke. Thank you. Since we're not going to end up saying you anyways, we might as well learn from you. Well, where to begin? So the dragon imparted his wisdom to them. He taught them through the night. What? No, I don't. We're working under a time limit here. So, after rudely interrupting, the dragon imparted his wisdom to them. He taught them the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. Actually, I was just going to tell them to get in a different line of work. And who's talking? That's our friend, the narrator. Hello. How did you get a narrator to follow you around? People are just attracted to me. And do what I tell them to do. Regardless, we're going to get that quest rescinded. Go find something else to do. How are we supposed to be showered in little riches now? You already resemble a circus. Try getting paid for that. Circuses are not a lucrative business. I more specifically meant politics, but the particularities are up to you. Politics? Are we really going to ruin another kingdom? We've only ruined the Gnome Society thus far. 2 really isn't that much of more than 1. If we succeed, can we just become guerrilla insurgents and topple societies from within? Pretty sure we can get paid for that. Can we make somewhere we visit better for once? No. Have you met yourselves? How long are they going to bicker about this? I don't expect it to stop for the next several hours. Let's leave while they're distracted. I've won my bet already, and I won't complain about leaving. No need to rub it in. We made at least someone or someplace better. We freed the people from the iron fist of the ruling class. Does it count if the overwhelming majority end up dead from the revolution? Always. I don't know. What do you think, Kel? Heal me! Quit being a baby. Is everyone on the proverbial road always this colorful and stupid? I bet you on the road. Sure, he's out there. Help. You're very popular. Not again. Oh good, a goblin. It's been far too long since I've been robbed. Dragon, I beseech you for your aid. Well, since you said it so articulately, no. But you're the only one that can lend succor to my plight. You're a very unusual goblin. Damn, you don't seem otherwise engaged at the moment, so may I appropriate your consideration? I'll listen if you stop talking like that. I will try, but it will be burdens hard for me. You see, I wish to become the Goblin Chief. Decided the most powerful goblin is crowned ruler. I'm aware of your culture. That's a terrible system of governance. I tried to get stronger to fulfill my dream. Problem is, stiff freeze would knock you down, steal your money, and run off with your girlfriend. I also black out when I exercise. If we had doctors, I'd really need to go to one. I heard once that knowledge is power. I dropped everything and learned how to read. Then I started to read all the books I could get my hands on. The rush of gaining knowledge and thereby power was addicting. I'm failing to see where my help comes in. You see, the other day, I found an old helpless merchant. He had tripped and fallen into a ditch, money strewn about him. I barreled towards him, ready to snatch up his treasure, but I'd been to the town nearby. I never met the shopkeeper there, but he's the only one. Without him, trade in the area and thereby the entire village would suffer. It would have been an evil act, and thinking about doing it hurt my feelings. Alright. Wow, self-realization. Congratulations. Sir, the socioeconomic impact my larceny would cause. Yet, then I started to think about him personally. I didn't want him to languish under harrowing circumstances. Understand? I cared for the man. It was disgusting, a terrible mockery of all goblin kind. And that's your problem. Yes, I was informed that power corrupts. By reading I gain power, but I'm not corrupt. What's wrong with me? This was the perfect plan, but it fell apart on me like a paper mache mace. At least your synonyms are on point. Thank you, I've been working hard on them. If I understand you correctly, you want me to help you become a worse person. I need to understand. What can I do? That's just a little sweet and massively offensive. But I don't even know you, so... Of course, forgive me. Forgot your directions. My name is Flick. Gorgash. Wonderful. Now we're acquainted, and you can help me. Why do you need my help specifically? You've lived for thousands of years, and I figured you would have acquired great treasures of knowledge. There's the ego stroking I require. You're not actually going to help him, are you? Well... Keep reading, the corruption will catch up eventually. So I just continue what I'm doing then? Yes, you got a strong start. I suggest going to a human settlement to live for a while. They have wonderful literature for you to incorporate. Do you have any suggestions? History is your best bet. Thanks, I'll look into it. Well done. Thank you. Do you think he'll do it? I hope so. You pretend to be much more of a curmudgeon than you are. Your accusation is baseless and untrue, sir. Now eat you if you tell anyone. Tomorrow we make for the capital, right? Yes. There's no time to lose. I need to make as many flyers as I can for my business. Have you decided on a product yet? I have several ideas. During the silent bits, I've been making pamphlets for each of the new inventions episodes. I've had a few new ideas, so I'll need to make a few dozen more for each. You were selling and or walking. How did you make advertisements during that time? I've been making pamphlets since before I could read. I could make them in my sleep. In fact, I did. If you got time tomorrow, would you fly over town and drop these indiscriminately? That is my favorite way to drop things. Let me see those. Blood juice. It's for soldiers. If you're wounded and don't want to die of blood loss, boom. Drink your blood juice, and you've got more blood. Is that how blood works? I assume so. Not awful. Lead sprinkles. Lead is super sweet. It's a metal too, so it'll make you tougher. And the shower hood? It's a brilliant idea. It keeps the water away from your head and hair if you're taking your monthly shower. That way you won't mess up your makeup or need to redo your hair. You shower with water? That's gross. What do you use? Fire cleanses all. Sounds like a good idea too. I'll see if I can make some kind of showering device that uses fire instead of water. Now that's an invention I can endorse. Amazing how none of them seem to understand things like that. Oh, his glasses are gone. The capital. Question. Yeah? It's called the capital, but from what I gather, it's run by barons. Shouldn't it be... Ah. I misread, or I clicked before I read. Technically it does, but the royals spend most of their time in their summer place. Or summer palace. Winter palace or autumn palace. How do you know that? That's a tradition passed on from my younger days when I'd go to wreak havoc. Actually, I suspected for years that the royals only stayed here in the spring because I was too busy napping in the nice sun to come ransack them at the time. Alright, on a related note, there are no dragon signs hanging about town. Can't see them. You don't have your glasses on. A second dollop of poppycock. Most because I just hate wearing them, and I'd rather drop these flyers off without people knowing it was me. Relaxing glasses is my brilliant disguise. No one would fall for that. You have far more faith in humanity than I. You say you wreaked havoc here in your younger days. How long ago was it? Well, I can't be bothered to keep track of it exactly. At least a half century? Sarns are warning the town about you specifically, aren't they? That's a terrible allegation, and I'll hear no more of it. First, I dropped these blurry flyers, then to the guild hall. Excuse me, sirs, would you consider purchasing some eggs? Lesso, who is this blurry being accosting me? She's a salesman. She wants to sell you food. Really? I don't think I've eaten this entire trip. You know what? Yeah. But as much as you... yeah, buy as much as you can with this neck gem, and have it sent to my cave. I'm going to dump these flyers. This... oh gosh, this is a topaz bigger than my eye. Ugh, fine. What do you sell besides eggs? Nothing. I sell exclusive eggs, 1 gold each. I was just told to use this entire gem to buy eggs. Buy a murder lizard. That'll probably eat me if I don't do it. I'll take up 50,000 eggs. Oh, good job. Pay off my student loans! We spend days on the road, only to meander when we finally get here. Why? The guild will be a 4-year egg this time of day. Did someone say egg? No, leave us alone. Okay. Hopefully by the time we get there, getting through the red tape will be faster. You don't know much about bureaucracy, do you? Even so, why did we wander here to the edge of town? We could find any number of things to do in the middle of town and jump into the guild whenever we want. I don't have great memories of this city. This part is new, so I don't mind it so much. It was smaller when you were last here? And on fire. Oh, so, those no dragon signs? Depends on if they're still holding a grudge. We can head to the city in a few minutes. A dragon! Thanks for noticing. You might not get this reaction if you didn't burn down everything that annoys you. I don't burn down everything that annoys me. You're still here. That's mean. Everyone, come see the dragon! Why are you calling people over? Dragons are allowed here. I'm gathering a mob to oust you from our fair city. You must be a lot of fun at parties. There's no need for that. We've passed by 100 people getting here and no one raised an alarm like this. Because everyone is scared to. That thing is a menace that kills without remorse. Have you ever met a dragon before? No. Some dragons, yes, but some dragons, no. Dragons are just like humans. Let's not go that far. His choices and actions, not what he is, defines his character. Oh, okay. Well then, let's ask what he's done in his life. Alright, that sounds fair, but first, would you like to buy a seed pack? Huh? It's a backpack with a funnel at the bottom. If you walk over furrow ground, it will deposit seeds as you go. But that's a ridiculous idea. Seeds would begin to fall out immediately as you put them in, and it would just awkwardly straddle the furrows as you waddle your way down the field. Besides, seeds of different plants need wildly different spacing between them, and how would you know when the backpack is empty? The more I think about it, the worse this idea becomes. Help! Help! A dragon and a madman! That takes care of that. Say, come on, you can do it. No, the moment's passed. I'll try again later. I'll take it. Where the heck are we? I could have sworn it was just around this corner. Do you mean you're just guessing where we are? I thought you had a map. The map led us to the city walls. It doesn't have the interior. Useless. Why doesn't it have the city proper? For to have all the interiors of all the cities, the map itself would weigh as much as I do. We couldn't carry it cross country. Good scrub. Let's just ask for directions. You, scroll gremlin. Do you mean me? Yeah, where's the guild? Why do you assume I know where the guild is? I can smell an affinity for paper. Considering I lost my sense of smell a millennia ago, that's pretty impressive. You either work at the guild, or you just lift scrolls professionally. You don't ask for help very often, do you? No, needing of this is gross. I see, then I have a suggestion. Oh, a trade. I assume you are more versed in those? Yeah, okay, what do you want? I'm looking for entertainment. Sorry, I forgot my clown nose at home. Oh, you Mr. Stan. I'm looking to play a game. Do you have any suggestion? Darts. I love the game, but no one has played with me since the incident. Oh, darts might be fun, but it requires certain equipment. Darts to start with, maybe a target. I have those. You carry them with you. Yes, why? Is that unusual? Probably, but I'm not an expert in human culture. It's very unusual. Time to ignore that voice. Damn. Wow, you're quite good. I know. You beat me. I averaged 220 points. To get to the guild, turn left 1 street ahead. Keep going and you'll see it on the right. Let's hurry and wait in. I prefer not to. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. How can I help you? What? You're that dragon from Inzrin. Were you there? I work at the inn. How did you get here so fast? It's called making a living or not being a sponge on society. Lady, that doesn't explain the expedience of which you got here. I don't understand how that explains your travel. You're just lazy. I'm glad you noticed. But back to my complaint. I was attacked by your adventurers. You need to throw that quest in the fire, or I'll throw a fire on you. I haven't decided which I prefer yet. Oh dear, fill out this paperwork. You're heavily weighing the scales towards flames. Who put the quest to kill the dragon in the cave? Baroness Meishim. She lives in the north side of town. At this time of day, she would normally be forging some illicit dealing, the Thieves Guild, right now, but she's holding a fancy party tonight. Assuming, of course, her irritable bowel syndrome doesn't keep her from the festivities, it sometimes makes her wet the bed. If you're not careful, she'll kill you for telling her other people that, by the way. That's a strange combination of extremely helpful and too much information. I need to find and talk to her. What does she look like? I can't tell you that. It's classified. I see. Fine, but this had better be quick. It's a short questionnaire. I can't write this small. If I dictate, can you fill it out? I love paperwork. Thank you. What's the first question? Name? Borgash. Last name? Dragons don't have those. Address? Cave. Titles? All of them? There are 5 spots. Oh, just a few then. Let's go with... Silvertongue. How you got that one, I'll never know. Hopefully that means we could sell lots of products. She pops up in this one frequently. Brother. Seems a bit much. Well, we're just getting started. Title should be... Grandmaster. Of what? Chess. It's not as climatic as I was hoping. Okay, let's say you reach 2655 yellow. And the second to last title. Immortal. You get a title for never dying? I think all beings that reach 3 or 4 millennia in age get that one. And finally... I don't want Bunny Dilder, but I'm gonna go with Titans there. You killed a Titan? A few. What was it like? Surreal. I'm not used to looking up at anything. Okay. That does it for titles. Last question. Purpose of visit. You tried to kill me and I want you to stop. Right, let's turn it in. We have to wait in line again. I'm regretting the lack of uncontrolled fire in this building. All done? Yes, here you go. Thank you. Why is there a flyer for your upcoming business attached? I made a very stupid decision. In any case, everything seems to be in order. Please take the page you filled out, go through the door. Report to line 3C, and speak to the paperwork column. It handles the complaints department and will give you further instructions when you give it the paper. Why can't you just tell me my next instructions? I'm just the front desk, sir. It's not my job. Of course it isn't. I hope you appreciate the amount of self-restraint I'm showing right now. Doubtful. Fine, I'll hit line again. You know I'm going to have fun burning you. Greetings, sir, madam, or insert honorific here. Please insert your paperwork into my mouth. It's the worst pickup line I've ever heard. This is a complaint form. How may we improve your experience? Your dumb agency sent adventurers to kill me. I'm sorry to hear that. How can we improve our adventurers? Stop sending them to a cave would be a good start. I'm sorry, I didn't understand you. For English, press 1. Para español, malo. Aprima el tú. For gebrochenes, dos. Betrunken, sea nummer 3. Got to be kidding me. Oh, this is stupid. Let me try. Have at it. Here's 50 gold. Now go get a manager. Initiating bribe protocol. Loading. Bribe accepted. Manager is being summoned. And there you go. Is it really summoning if you walk over and talk to him? How can I help you, affluent customers? I need you to take down the quest you made about a dragon who stole a crown. People are bothering me about it. But the picture looks just like... Yeah, the joke's old now. Dang it, I'm always late on jokes. Yes, tragic. Take down the quest. Well, normally we make you do several more rounds of paperwork first. But you did bribe us, so we'll get on it. So if I understand correctly, make this harder than it has to be? Like any good business. I was being nice not burning this place to the ground, but I'm starting to doubt. Done, but I need to talk to the person who set up the quest first so they don't just put it back up, right? Why am I even here? You need something to fill the terrible void in your life, and that you can only do so by causing mild but annoying inconvenience to others. Oh yeah, that's right. Thanks for reminding me, Dragon. I hope that was sarcasm. That's half our day taken care of. Let's keep this boulder rolling. Northward to the Baroness. Greetings, tiny useless guards. Hello. I must speak with the Baroness. You can't. We were given strict orders to not let dragons in. That seems unfair. Yes, but consider this. I have been strictly ordered to not let dragons in. This conversation isn't going where, is it? It's going more places than you, assuming you want to pass through this gate. I get it. But assuming I was human, then I could pass? There's a better chance at least. Fine, I won't be back, because I am a dragon, and the person who approaches you next will not be a dragon. Yeah, that's how being a human works. Idiot. You've already dropped off the flyers. What else do we have to do? We have to get past the guards. I'm going to transform into a human. Now be quiet for a moment. I have to concentrate and remember what a human looks like. But I'm right here. Can't you just look at me? Shh, say I need to concentrate. Heads are... Oh, I kind of want to make this like super crazy looking. But... Oh, eyes are circles. Head fur is... Do they have eyebrows? Yes. Wow, that is surprisingly way more human looking than the last time I tried. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's how a human looks. How do I look? Looks like you need help after all. How do you do, fellow humans? We're doing well, new human. Wondrous. I'll just pass by you and everyone will continue existence as if they currently appear. Oh, sorry, we can't let you pass. But I'm not even a dragon. Yes, but the courtyard is being prepped for the party. So I need to wait? Also, you need a date. It's a couple's party. Did you see the flyers? They seem to be hidden beneath all the no dragon posters. Party flyers were and continue to be beneath my notice. To attend to your Callow festivities, I must both find and bring a date. Is there any other information that I need to be aware of before I visit my wrath upon you? Nope. I have been very patient. I should burn this place to the ground, and I believe that I'm justified in this action. Parties have free food. No one mentioned that. Very well, I will return with a date. Good luck! If I get a date, the sooner I can go home. You, human woman. I am both of those things. Accompany me to a party. I require you. Oh, look, a distraction. Where? Why is she fleeing? You're terrible at asking people on dates. Well, it's not my fault. Clearly she's the issue. I must try another. You, a female. You, pig. I'm not a pig, mortal. I am a normal human man. That's what I said. Clearly you are very stupid. I no longer wish to date. That's the best news I've heard all day. This seems so foreign to me. Should I strike her back? You really are close, huh? Only in matters that make no sense in the first place. Okay, rule 1. Never make a woman feel uncomfortable. That means no insults, hitting, or being a creep. So do males and females have completely different rules for courtship? There are a few generalities they share. Try complimenting this woman you talk to. Hello. You? Hello? You look wonderful. You must be easily over 1,000 years old. Seriously, what? Humans like to look young. How young do humans like to be? 20 or 30. Decades? Years. Oh, that's disgusting. Let's focus on something else. Give the next one a gift. I can't believe I have to invite a babysitter for my own child. Fine. Here, a jewel I found stuck to my thigh. Ah! Your advice is terrible. You always do it exactly wrong. What were you thinking, offering something stuck to your armpit? I'd never offer my armpit gem. This was merely a thigh gem. Whatever. Give me a minute. I'll give you a few dozen pointers. Alright, are you ready? As much as I'll ever be. Okay, pick someone and start a conversation. I'll help as much as I can. I still think the term wingman is ludicrous. Date aid seems more apt. It's a terrible title. Romantic calibrator? That's worse. Really? I think it's better than wingman. Tryst assist? Please stop. Remind me, how does you making advances on my potential date help me in any way? I'll be creepy and gross and do it wrong. You'll look better by comparison. Just find someone you're interested in talking to. Of course, scary woman, unhealthy woman, and noble lady. I need to get my drink, so I shall pick this. My BRB sign not load anymore? Oh, that's... There we go. Alrighty. Let's... Sure, let's try Noble Lady. May I sit here? If you must. Thank you. Your face is beautiful. I know, I worked hard at it. Yours could use some work. I'll make sure to fix it. My name is Borgash. Yours? Nadia. Are you from there? No. I came from far to the west. Do you know the peak of certain death? I do. Lovely area. I'm from there. Delightful cave near the peak. A gorgeous salmon river of marbled magma flows right past the entrance. How did you come by that? I looked for an active volcano for centuries, but none were open. I just had to chase out a kingdom of dwarves. Oh, that makes sense. Did they use the magma for their forge? Probably. What do I know? Or what I do know is they made a fortune off of it. Dwarves probably have the second most impressive hoards. I should talk with them more often. I would, but my stunt has gotten me a bit of a reputation, and they've sworn to kill me on sight for the next 100 generations. Well, 50 or so now. How time flies. It does. You look very... Can't be a century over 20. How dare you? I've known more than 100 times your age. I doubt that. Oh, right. Being young is a compliment. It is, apparently. Then thank you, sir. You too look very young, far too young to leave a nest. Thank you as well. Hey, sissy, that depends on what you want it for. Just sit down and admire you. Ah, that is acceptable. Thank you. Now, shower me with your compliments. Alright. Your eyes are lovely. Guilty as charged. More. Your face looks like a sculptor saw an angel. Oh, well done. More. Your shaded figure is marvelous to behold. And your voice is like a siren's. If I'm not careful, I'll get trapped. Do you want him to stop? Stop? Why? I love it when people shower me with praise. Yeah, that's what I thought too, but apparently this is what a wingman does. But he has no wings. Thank you, that's what I was telling him. I didn't say stop, by the way. Keep going. I need you like the desert needs rain. Wonderful. I like you. New mortal, you sit a few chairs down. I'll keep talking with Borgmash for the moment. I need compliments every so often. Do I get to say in this? No. You smell quite opulent. You smelling gold with a hint of jewels? Is that diamond? It probably is. I do appreciate a man who smells that way. I think everyone does. It's why we humans wear gold and precious stones on our fingers and ears. Of course, now it makes sense. It's not just because we humans are like crows, we enjoy shiny things. Oh yeah, probably that too. Did I mention that I am very much human? You didn't, but I believe you. I too am human. Wonderful, we're both here then, being human together. That's my favorite thing about humanity. Absolutely. Your breath smells divine. Is it fire? It is. Wonderful. Fire is so much more effective than the wetness that humans normally employ. I approve of your decision. I thought it might be a bit much, but I appreciate your support. As I said, I'm from the West Vicinity. I'm working to divine the location of a magic tome. Human stuff, you understand. Oh, humans can do that? I assumed I had that power. You probably do. How about you? What brings you to the city? Well, I'm in town on official business. Some rock-brained idiot put a quest out on me, and I'm here to get it taken down. I went to the guild already, but now I have to convince her not to do it again. Quest chains are the worst. Right? What did the quest say you did? Oh, steal something from some dead king. That's all? Back in my day, nobody would bat an eye if I did that. He's not using anymore, right? Try explaining that to whoever put up the stupid quest. Things just aren't like they used to be. I'm starting to wish I had stolen it. I find you very easy to talk to. It's refreshing. Apart from that little misunderstanding earlier, I feel the same way. Think nothing of it. I too don't understand why extreme youth is a compliment. Not only do you not have control over it, but it means you haven't survived as long. And aren't all the best things better with age? Wine, dragons, history, all the best things. It's so true. What do you say about... Of course, let's go. Come along, my herald. I really do have other things to do today. No, you don't. Follow me. You ask, but why are you here? Why is that a hate-to-ask situation? Whenever I'm interested in a guy, he tends to have some sort of ulterior motive. Dark secret, shady past, or it's actually two gnomes stacked on top of one another. That sounds like a story. At my age, you tend to collect lots of stories. Tell me about it. I've got a few of my own. One moment. Compliment slave. Your gaze is a balm to my soul. Do tell. Met science. Well, once accidentally caused the downfall of a civilization. That sounds fun. Which one? I can't remember the name. See, the civilization kept changing its name. It was a weird cultural thing. When the personal civilization itself completed some kind of achievement, its name would become more impressive. I stopped keeping track when it had over 100 apostrophes in its title. That does sound a bit excessive. I blame the ruler. He was a fire giant, and I think he just got bored with having the same name for his human farm for a few hundred years. Anyway, I was using some magic, and he punched me in the snout. It went wild, and I blotted out the sun. Giants tend to be a bit rock-headed. It's terrible manners to poop someone on the snout when they're casting magic. Don't I know it? The darkness lasted for only a few days, but it turns out they had some kind of prophecy about it. Half of them said it didn't count because it didn't quite fit. Another half were very gung-ho about the fall of civilization. They ended up ripping themselves apart. So what do you think? Was it the prophesized event? It hardly counts if the prophecy is only fulfilled because the prophecy was there in the first place. I feel that to be my view on vague prophecies in general. Really? Yeah, if you got to squint and twist your head all around to maybe link certain events to poorly worded divinations, maybe it wasn't the best guidepost for your life. Probably not. Oh, I see our destination just up ahead. Speaking of nothing we were talking about, we're here. Oh, here. Thought flowers would be nice. You're not wrong, but... What? Nothing. Oh, hey. I dropped my shoe back behind us. Would you go get it? I didn't even know you wore shoes. Turns out both of your shoes are already on your feet. Yeah, my mistake. Oh, look, we can't go here. It's on fire. Shoot. I specifically chose a flower place that wasn't on fire. It's built right on the river and everything. Yes, tragic, but I'm sure they deserved it for slighting customers in the past. I wouldn't doubt they've inconvenienced suddenly beautiful people like myself. As I was saying though, flowers may be nice, but they're just floating down the river now. Hey, that's some silver lining I can loot. Have fun, I'll meet you downstream. Compliment slave, continue to lavish me with praise. You are a beauty that only comes about once in an age. Oh. Ooh, I want that one. Shirt with flowers and a piece of wood. Ah, thanks for trying. It probably would have been a bit more specific on colors I do and don't like. I probably should have been more so. Ah. So we got flowers and a roaring fire. I'm a little concerned that no one has put out that building right now. What's next? I always find it fun to compare hordes with another human. Really? Me too. Right, I'll start. This is one of my favorites. I keep it hidden in the folds of my jowls when I'm not admiring. See how the light seat that gets trapped in it? It's got the loveliest shape as well. Very impressive. It's not as big as yours, but I really like how many colors are in this one. As for clarity, it's the best of my collection. And the saturation. Quite. Alright, if we're going for quality. Is that a ruby? Like it? I traded a year of service to an elf lord for it. And when I say service, I mean not messing up his stuff. I need to get into that racket more often. How much is it? 9 carat. Beautiful. How about something more expensive then? Ooh. Like it? 6 carats, fixed symmetry, and with a window so small, you'd have to have compound eyes to see it. Not that I ever experienced compound eyes. Wow, you could probably buy this whole city with that gem. Probably, but why would I want a city when I can have this gem? There is no good reason. A very good gem. Your best, I assume? It is, and I'll present mine. I tend to keep it in my armpit for safekeeping. No. Yes, is that? It is. The largest red diamond ever found in the world. The Divine Fire. It is said to be born when the god's terrible wrath struck the great treasury of Morineth, the wealthiest city to ever blight the earth. Their actions split the earth asunder and buried the city. The calamity caused such a catastrophic maelstrom of heat and pressure, it formed this gem. Even in all their anger, they could not bring themselves to destroy something so pure. 17 carats, perfect symmetry, no window at all, and high enough saturation to soak the world. Can I have it? Haha, never. Phooey. I assume I win then? Fine, you win. Dare I ask how you got it? That's a longer story than the one I'm currently engaged in. Pity. Seemingly as this evening has been, I'm afraid I must take my leave of it. Actually, there's one more thing I would ask. Yes? There's a party at the Baroness's home tonight. Would you be so kind as to join me? Him. Compliment? Nice butt. I don't see why not. Let's go mock some peasants. My favorite thing. I have returned with a date. This isn't as big as I was expecting. I could have got a date if I looked like that too. Not that special. Did I assume that merchant of yours is your +1 for this evening? +1. Yeah, one person extra can come with every couple. Oh, so getting a date wasn't strictly required for getting in. Nope. Well, that would have saved me a lot of time. Too bad you're illiterate, huh? Oh, look at the peasants trying to feel better about themselves. Sad, really. Come on, they're not worth the breath we've already wasted talking about them. Too true. You're not worth my breath. Keep trying, man. One day, you'll have a good comeback. It's really hard to stand out, you know? The Baroness hires so many people that look exactly like us. I just want to be different. There are a lot of people over there. Think of the business. The music is pleasant. The host isn't here yet. We should probably mingle to stay inconspicuous. Sure, let's see what we have going on. Let's go to the refreshment. I could go for some food. Anyone else? Free food is the best gift in the world. I haven't eaten in 5 or 6 hours. That means I should probably do again. Oh, 5 or 6 hours. How often do humans usually eat? About that often, maybe a little more. I tend to keep a schedule so I don't get too famished. Can't you tell if you're hungry? Oh, the schedule is for Fred. She can't tell when she's hungry. She's transformed and that messes with your stomach something fierce. I forgot that. When was the last time I ate? Have you eaten things this whole trip? Or have you eaten this whole trip? I don't remember. Did you mind holding conversation? I have some gorging to do. Absolutely. I do still love talking, and you have a companion who can assist me. Gladly, madam. What brings you here? Surely not just Borgash. No, I'm also working to spread my business. Acquiring wealth? That's a goal I can get behind. It's going really well. I don't have my business set up yet, but I've got some good market research data for some new items. Such as, well, I'm working with a guy on a magic stick that picks your nose. That sounds dangerous and unpleasant to the extreme. So, we should dull the tip of the stick? It's a start, but the idea itself is horrid. I'll get a survey for you to fill out. Please don't. I've eaten 9 plates, and my stomach feels like it's about to crush my lungs for more real estate. Why? I've eaten 1,000 times this much before. Maybe if you talk to someone, it'll get your mind off. You know anyone else here? No. I'd rather lie down. Maybe die. That sounds nice, right? Don't be so dramatic. Ugh. Does anyone know where the little dragon's room is? Alright. Your whining is getting old. I'd prefer you refer to it as bellyaching in this particular instance. I refuse. What? I feel better? Did my human body stop sucking and fix itself so much? No, I did that with magic. You're welcome. That's gr- Why didn't I think of that? Continue to remind me that my ideas are terrible, so I did interject. That's probably for the best. Oh hey, I know her. What's her drinks? You too? She works as a matchmaker and hairdresser. I know her from the guild hall, and as a barmaid far to the south and here, I suppose. How does one so small scurry so many places that fast? Don't let her hear you say that. She'll disparage your work ethic and call you a sponge on society. Sniff, sniff. I smell a no-good freeloading sponge. Keep still. Her eyesight is based on movement. Truly? Very well. Is she gone? Yes, she is. Oh, good. She called me similar things in the past. We have an understanding now. You do? Yes, she leaves me alone, and I don't ruin her life. It's like a fine arrangement. I should consider making it as well. I'd highly suggest it. I've made that deal with half of the people in town. So almost everyone leaves you alone? That sounds like everything I've ever wanted in life. Indeed. Now that you feel better, shall we see what else the party has to offer? Sure. To the gardens. To the gardens. You mind staying here, Les? The gardens have very thin passages. I'd rather go to the refreshment table anyway. I'll see you when you're done. Nice to walk through some small spaces without rushing everything. I know, right? It's something I didn't appreciate until recently. Me either. Oh, because I lost so much weight. Oh, right, me too. In fact, I lost so much weight, I lost height. Good job, that's an admirable dedication. It is. First you bring me flowers, then you take me to a garden. I'm starting to sense a pattern. I've been taught that dates commonly involve flowers. So you don't know much about botany? No. You? Actually, I was bored for a long time, so I trained to be an alchemist. Ooh, that's interesting. So is this a transmutation kind of alchemist, or the potion kind? Both? So you could turn lead into gold? Yes, but don't tell anyone. We've all just kinda agreed not to, since it would ruin the economy. That's very considerate of you. That, and it would devalue what I already have. What's the point of gold if it's not worth anything? It makes a good bed. I mean, besides that. Apart from being pretty, not much. Exactly. I never paid much attention to flowers other than the color. Well, that and smell, but I lost that ages ago. You can't smell? Or see. Your room's pretty shoddy, too. I'm just waiting for taste and feel to go. I may be able to reverse that with alchemy. That would be amazing! But you seem to do well regardless. There are a few reasons for that. First, it hurts word economy a lot to ask what every few sentences, so I don't. Second, I just assume I know what people will say, and then plan my answers accordingly. Or I just look at their mouths and read their blurry lips. That sounds difficult. You have no idea. Eons of practice are the only reason it works. Ew! It's also easier when people shout like that. I found you. Yes, you did. What? No, not you. I just used to be the center of attention. Can I help you, filthy peasant? Don't you remember me? Do we go to the same book club? No. You a mailman? No. Pen pals? You burned down my flower shop. Oh, okay. First off, that wasn't me. I'm like 90% humans, 90% sure humans can't breathe fire. And as you can see, I am a human. I can confirm she is a human. You stay out of this. Okay, but only because you're kind enough to speak at a volume I could properly respond to. I know your secret. You don't have to be way more specific. I know what you are. If you don't want everyone else to know, I suggest we have a little chat. Bargash, will you be there and get me some punch from the refreshment table? Huh? Now that I'm the one being left out of the conversation, I don't think I like it. Make it pineapple. My dear, we both know I don't know you well enough to guess what you just said. Fine, just get whatever. Now that bottle language I have said anywhere. I'll be right back. Oh, you're back. Yes. Let's not belabor the point. Also, I found a place you don't work. We saw a different worker at the flower shop. You know, before it burned down. Your fault, I assume? Oddly enough, not this time. I'm getting better. Congratulations on committing arson and probably murder. Thank you. It was difficult. I only worked at the flower shop 6 days a week. Today was my day off. Naturally. What do you have that a date would want? Good looks, a charming smile, and a winning personality. Flew right into that one. I made drinks. Pineapple is popular this evening. Gross, no. What's the opposite of that? Cranberry juice, I guess? Yeah, whatever that is, I'll take one of those. Is it for you or someone else? Someone else. I'll not spit in it then. Here you go. I appreciate it. All done? Yep, all taken care of. What did you get me? Raspberry or something like that. That sounds awful, but you probably meant cranberry. Thank you. I was assured it was not spat in. That means a lot to me. I think I've seen enough of the gardens. You? Yeah, let's go. I think you're right, by the way. This is crapberry. Told you. Gazebo looks fun. Let's head in that direction. I'm a fan of gazebos. The view is nice. You can see the river from here. It's no mountaintop, but it's certainly... But the city lights are certainly nice. They sure are. Those lights are reflected quite nicely off that suit of armor. I know that suit of armor. You do? Yeah, let's go say hello. But then I said, stop it. Kay is silent. And then you were defeated. Who told... Do I know you, sir? We've met. Have I met this beautiful lady approaching behind you? No, you haven't. Nadia. I met you south of Innsbruck tonight. But the only person I met there is... No. Good to see you're keeping up. But what are you doing here? Still working on that stupid quest you were on. Why does it take so much effort to get these things taken down? The Knights sent you on a quest. Usually it's the other way around. It's a long story. I've been working on it for what feels like months. I thought you said you started your journey a few days ago. Did I? Time is so hard to keep track of right now. Well, I really am sorry about the whole thing. Thanks. I guess if I'm being generous, character growth happened and I'm a better person for it. But I still want to deep fry you. Yes, well, on that note, goodbye. Don't worry, I would have wanted to deep fry him too. Thanks, I feel more normal around you. Funny you should run into someone you know here. Again. Oh, I'm just getting started. Did you see that foot over there? Yes, we should say hello. To the foot? Or to the person it's attached to? Hey, Rex. Yes? Who said that? Oh, hello, little human. It's me, Borgash. What? Really? You look so human. Thank you. What brings you? Me? What about you? They don't allow dragons in, so I figured they wouldn't allow giants either. Well, someone heard my beautiful karaoke and invited me to sing at the party. Seriously? Truth be told, I think the Baron just wanted the party to be unique, so she invited all kinds of non-humans. But there are anti-dragon posters all around town, at her behest. She wants everyone to accept dragons? Sounds like it. Does she want to die? It almost sounds like she wants to die. Who's your friend? Oh, right, Nadia. This is Rex. Rex, this is Nadia. She's my date. Pleasure. Oh, you got a refined one. Are any of the others here? No, they're out catching a new bard. Did you lose the old one? Yeah, he ran away. He's with the band, though. I think he's trying to avoid me. I wonder why. Anyway, I'm gonna start my vocal warm-ups. I'll see you later. You too. I lived next to the giants for a while. Sometimes the housing market requires such things. To the dance floor. I don't think anyone has... Oh, I didn't read that fast enough. I can't believe someone else knows the same dance moves. I thought they did out eons ago. We can all agree you looked ridiculous together. I'm a bit crusty, to be sure. Both of us, yes. I don't have much occasion to dance by myself. Does anyone? I've been told some people dance for the sake of dancing. What a strange thing humans are. Yes, humans. If, say, one were not a human, what would you think of them? Why should I care what they are? I've met good and ill of every kind of sentient species, from Ataxes to Zubarable. And what about dragons? Just like the others. Only stronger, sexier, and more intelligent. I appreciate your words. What are those other species you mentioned? Both spirits, actually. You haven't heard of them? You're not well-traveled, are you? I resent that remark, actually. Speaking of lesser-known beings, which of the species do you find most misrepresented in human culture? Oh, the mermaids, without a doubt. Do you know humans don't even know that mermaids eat the trash from the bottom of the ocean, like some sort of sea goat? Also, wonder if half a alley she found crashed on her home. How they maintain their celebrated figures is beyond me. For me, it has to be minotaurs. Some humans actually think they're good at mazes. Aren't they? Heavens no. The majority of them can't even turn left, let alone find their way through a town. Human settlements are basically minotaur-proof just by the fact they have two roads that cross. That explains why I haven't seen one in a while. I noticed. Well done. I just got a great idea for a new product, if you'll excuse me. What do you think it is? Based on his track record, probably a coin purse full of spikes or something like that. He's really bad at this. Well, why are we having this conversation in the middle of the dance floor? Let's move to the music stage. Not so fast, you landlubber. Yes? You'll not be going anywhere. Dare you take back your evil words. You're going to be a lot more specific. You'd use this merch as a good name of the fair sea folk. I'm approaching mermaids by outlining their diets. Lie. Why are you talking like that? You spoke normally when I was on your ship. Oh, you're on my ship? I started talking like a pirate to camouflage myself. They've now taken my whole ship, and if I encounter them again, I've got nothing but the clothes on my back. I see. How's it working for you? Almost 2 days without a single pirate attack. It's a new personal record. And you don't think this has anything to do with you no longer being on the open sea? Or puddle in your case? It's a tricky balance, I'll grant you that. It's worked for me thus far, and I'd hate to revert to normal linguistics only to be accosted by a pirate for it. You're the worst captain I've ever heard of. But you have heard of me. Yes, because I was on your ship. Easily the worst experiences in my last century, by the way. Alright, that's enough of you two. And who be ye? Any answer given would only prolong your foolishness in this world. ER. Oh, well done. Honestly, I should have done that. He's getting irksome. Shall we get a move on? Speaking of irksome, here we are. Do people just jump out of the woodwork at you all the time? Only for the past few days. And then from off-screen, the adventurers emerged. Oh, I forgot the narrators. They're a misunderstood species too. I think everyone forgets the narrators. Do you know about their Hydra-like methods of reproduction? Or the fact that they're a literal curse magnet? Independent fact-checkers have verified that false. People who find themselves with narrators are just prone to terrible decisions. Well, that's not very nice. We were all thinking it, she just said it. Blasphemy, we're paragons of good decisions. People just tend to die around us for unrelated reasons. We've collapsed 2 entire civilizations already by accident. Speak for yourself, I did it on purpose. Fascinating, you may now leave us. Fine, I didn't want to talk to interesting strangers anyway. One by one, the adventurers left the clearly normal couple alone. And the rest of you? Come on, Kel. Before I go, I was wondering if you want to go out. No. But, no. On average, that's about how fast we get rejected. Are you concerned he's going to die on impact? The ceiling is open to the... He didn't deserve to drift to the heavens. No, I'm not trying to worry. He's cursed to revive from death until he finds someone who loves him. Technically, he's going to die from a completely separate curse in a few moments. We've got a bet going as to see whether he died from the curse or something else. This one's cutting it pretty close. I got 50 gold on the curse guy. So, the narrator and that one, they've got 2 immortal members in their 4-man band. He's only immortal until he finds love. So yeah, as I said, immortal. So did the curse get him first? Oh, the fall killed him first. Bam! Seriously, Cal? This is coming out of your share. Is it possible to live longer than forever? I suppose he's going to find out. We seem to only be safe from stupid interruptions when already in the conversation. Do you want to talk to some bards? Sure, let's try it. So I told him no, you can't play guitar with just your jowls. Turns out he could. Never felt less a man. Coming from you, that means a lot. You, idiots, converse with us. Yeah, okay. Sure. So, nice weather we're having. This conversation's terrible. You're both fired. You were fired by a random patron before. Don't lie. Fine, but it's been a few weeks. That's only because you were captured for the past few weeks. It was a steady gig, yes. Is she going to be okay? We were accosted by a conversation. She was trying to stop them. Wow, she's got some reverse psychology going on then. I believe she's trying to trick the universe. I did that once. It was a good laugh. But I'd better chase her. Farewell. So back to the jowls then? Presenting the Baroness. Oh, thank goodness, we were running out of stuff to do. Having is suspiciously good. Good evening to one and all. I'm glad you all had the time in your miserable lives to visit me in my wonderful abode and bask in my hoard, granting you a small taste of meaning. I encourage you to hold tight to that kernel divinity, as your mortal lives provide you with none. To the staff and volunteers, I appreciate your help in making this social gathering as incredible as possible. You're all doing a blue fire job. Except you, Matt. You're fired in every sense of the word. In summation, please continue to join the party for as long as you wish, or until I'm done feeding you abhorrent freeloaders. Oh, try the unicorn meat. It's delicious. Wow. You have unicorn meat? Why wasn't I told? I think we came here for something other than unicorn meat. I mean, you're right, but still. So I'm confused. About what? She seems like an entirely reasonable, sensible person. Except for Nadia, she's easily the most rational person I've met here. Agreed, she does seem like her wings can support her weight. You would think that. What do you mean? She's a dragon. Excuse me? I met the Baroness. At the moment. Oh, that's fine then. Don't be ridiculous, look at her. Using your eyeballs, you can clearly see she's human. Yes, because it's impossible for a dragon to look like anything else. Yeah, Oh. Oh. Dude, she's a dragon, isn't she? Yeah. Okay, so I guess brute force is out. Which physically wounds me to say. There are other options in fighting. I mean, it's not entirely off the table. I'm touched that you believe in me, so... Why did... Well, let's just go with that. But you probably think of plan A. You should probably think of a plan A. She has loads of guards around, and maybe we could sneak up to her and start a loud public conversation. The shades of societal niceties will bind her in conversation with us. True, even if she's a dragon, she's a baroness. She has to pay attention to that crap. Then again, if we make a distraction for the guards, we can just ignore that whole mess. Either one could be difficult. Let's try sneaking. I think sneaking was the best choice. I'm so quiet I could barely hear myself. That's because of your hearing loss. I don't remember asking you for your sass. That's because of your dementia. Too late, my mind is made up. We sneak. Have fun! No time like the present. The guards will be the best route. Or the guards will be the best route. These arrow keys are saw to move past the guards without being spotted. Fascinating. Spotted for a moment because the spotting is... I didn't understand how far the range is. Whatever, it works. Ah, sometimes I amaze even myself. Baroness? Yes. My name is Borgash. You put a bounty on my head. Did I? You don't look like a dragon. Thank you, neither do you. How did you find out? I said someone told me. Would you try to find and kill them? Yes, absolutely. Magic then. Shoot, it's so hard to keep track of what we can and can't do, isn't it? It really is. Ugh, if it weren't for the niceties of hosting, I would leave this conversation immediately. Ha ha ha, I have you cornered. Now, why do you want me dead? As you have what is rightfully mine. Yeah, no. This is the village's possession is 100% of the law. And you know just as well as I do that in our youth we tended to do a lot of raiding. Whatever you think is yours, I probably took from you fair and square. Then what I did to you is worse because you sent some flunkies to do it for you. You want something, drag it up and get it yourself. The city frowns on dragons and I've never been able to set foot in, and I'd never be able to set foot here again. That sounds like a you problem. Don't tip me. No price is too high for my prize. It's getting a little awkward. Can you be more specific about what you want? If you don't know, I want a divine fire. A gem in my armpit? Precisely, that gem should be in my armpit. I was about to be disappointed that the reason was to increase your hoard. Then I remembered we're dragons, and that's perfectly reasonable motivation. Actually, if I had no pride like you, I would feel bad for not thinking about your method myself. If I heard of the magic crown, I figured to kill 2 rocks with 1 boulder. Really, you're grave robbing 2 big kings to increase your hoard too? You're so disgustingly young. If you're a day over 3,000, I'll eat my wings. You take that back. I've got toe fungus older than you. No, I'm old. I bet you live with the Great Flood. I'm so old, I don't even consider it even worth remembering. People were 4,000 years old. Really? How could you be so old? Because I'm a When did all these people get here? Go on, finish what you were saying. A dragon, was it? No, I'm not a dragon. I was exaggerating my age. You are a dragon, and I can prove it. What? The magic is working. Oh, did you know? I heard someone to invent dispelling magic here. Are you going to prove she's a dragon? He can't because we're not. He is the dragon, though. Now, hang on. There's no laws. People just can't go around accusing one another of being dragons. Actually, they can. It's very similar to an accusation of witchcraft. Just they both accuse each other, by the law of averages, one of them has to be right. Oh, proceed then. Please, dragon. He doesn't even know how long humans live. Don't be absurd. Then as a human, how long do you live? 197,000 or 197 million shiffies. I kind of want to say that. Humans live 197 million jiffies. Ah, no. Who said that? I'm the math magician. A jiffy is approximately 10 milliseconds. If a human were a mere 197 million jiffies, that's less than a month. I assume that's wrong. It is. Thanks, math magician. You're welcome. I think that means a score is 0 for the stranger and 1 for the Baroness. I should probably get a score. You think you can prove that I'm a dragon? What about you? How long do you sleep? Barely a week at a time. Wow. I should reward this to the stranger out of jealousy of nothing else. Agreed. Just looking at me. He has a gemstone in each armpit. Were you allowed to notice that? You didn't want to be the one to point it out. Why do you have a gemstone in your armpit if you're not a dragon? I have no pouch to carry things. Oh, jeez, that skipped automatically. Oh. Auto was turned on. I don't know. Oh, did I press a button to turn it on? I'm actually button it? And I tried it so hard all this time. Besides, why would you know if my actions of arpeggios are unusual if you're not a dragon? It's common knowledge. And that's not the only suspicious thing you've said. Name 2. Blue fire job and calling humans mortals. Name another. Bat has fired in every sense of the word. That's a dragon-specific idiom. Name another one. You said you were 4,000 years old. How is that possible? Fool, I can tell from your context clues that 4,000 years old is too much for a human. Oh no, I gave her a hint. Of course, humans cannot live 4,000 years. It was merely hyperbole. Perhaps better than something you didn't. What's that? Humans like to be called young. Young? What magical topic is that? Tell her, Unruly Bob. I speak Unruly Bob. They say I speak Unruly Bob. They say I'm right. Everyone here speaks Unruly Bob. It's no license to gloat. How long exactly are these trials supposed to go on? Until we get bored and ready to make an ill-informed decision. She's a dragon! Fools, so we're just all new to the power match. Oh, I can't dispel my own transformation. I probably should have thought about that a little harder. Get her! You can't kill what you can't catch. Alright, I guess that's taken care of. Hold it right there! As the chief judge of this kingdom, I bestow upon you this barony. Pardon? As part of the law, you reveal that if you reveal that someone with a noble title is a dragon, you take control of their land and title. Aren't you doing work? Do you care if you're a good baron? No. Then no, there's no work involved. Do I have to live here? No. Well, thank you for the new wealth and summer home. You're welcome, freeloader. I think we can call this a resounding success. I guess that takes care of that. But now what? Is that it? Did I win? Choose a pathetic excuse for a dragon. I'm glad you won. Do you want to live in my new mansion? Dude, Chris, I wasn't talking about you filthy freeloaders. Get out of here. I meant too. Live here with you. Behind our horns. That's exactly how I would put it, yes. It's a little sudden, but I'm willing to give it a try. Wonderful! Since the previous owner was a dragon, she must have quite a bit of treasure around. I'll go see if I can spot it. Ugh, the skin is so itchy. Oh, that's so much better. Remind me to never be human again. So you're a baron now? Apparently. What are you willing to do? I'm headed back to Innsbruck. My shop should be constructed by the time I get back. Have you decided what you want to sell it? Well, I had an idea. Maybe I should start small and sell common items for cheaper than everyone else. I could be an entire market unto myself, a supermarket if you will. I'll have a monopoly on the prices and products. Wow, that's the worst idea yet. Yeah, it probably is. Oh, back to the drawing board. Stop by if you ever find yourself in Innsbruck. I will. Suddenly, possession of land, titles, and an even larger hoard, Borgash absolutely traded being cave hermit for being a mansion hermit. I'm close to 1 billion. Subjects from far and wide bring him their problems, and all are ignored equally. With his hoard further supplemented, Borgash became renowned throughout all the land for his opulence. He feasted well on a steady diet of thieves. Combining their hoards, Nadia and Borgash both confessed their true identities to one another. Having a good laugh at the circumstances of 3 dragons in disguise meeting and trying to unmask one another, they ransacked all the nearby earldoms, making theirs the wealthiest by default. Laszlo bade farewell to his dragon companion and Idrin, then set out about to start his business. It was an immediate and massive failure. Never one to accept defeat, he started shop after shop, using the near-limitless wealth of his family. He hasn't been successful yet, but he doesn't seem bothered by this. The love potion, purchased at an atrocious cost, sits gathering dust. Its owner never needed its power, for he had the power far stronger, common decency. There's a non-mansion route. Interesting. We have 1. But I've only done 2. How have I seen 3? Did I not succeed with the Centaurus lady? I made Nadia happy. And I failed the flower thing, I think. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Ah, so if I fail the one thing, I can get the cave. Oh, they're not checked. Okay. I'd like to have like a list of the things that you've done. That'd be nice. Anyway, that should be it for this for now. Thank you so much everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe I'll see you in the future. And may you have a wonderful day. Goodbye everyone.